Welcome to Just Dudes in a Barbershop.
Brought to you by the Men's Grooming Studio, sponsored by Sir New York, NY.
Let's go! Episode
4. Episode 4.
That means we've done this consistently for 4 weeks. I'm pretty proud of us.
Yeah, I am too.
It takes a lot for us to do this, actually, sometimes.
It does.
Yo, like today, I did not want to record this right now.
Yeah, it's
I was
been a
bro,
busy
I'm
week,
shot.
right?
I'm fucking got shit to do when I got out of here. I still got to post on 70 different fucking social medias.
And you look shot.
And I'm fucking shot.
You look shot.
Yeah.
It's been a busy week.
It has. It has been a busy week. So can you believe my daughter turned 16 years old this week?
Bruh.
16.
She old.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Bro, I'm old.
Yeah, you is old.
I have a 16-year-old daughter. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro, that's nuts. That's nuts.
But on top of that, I didn't get to get a tattoo this week. So I've been busy. You know, I've been working on my sleeve. I've been actually going once a week.
Is that your goal? You go once a week?
Yeah, that was my goal, to go once a week.
It's an expensive goal.
It is.
But
But
how come you didn't go? You were just too busy cutting hair?
yeah, actually, I was too busy cutting hair. Yo, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, yo, this whole week has been crazy.
Bro, this week has been nuts.
Bro, I was in LA this week.
Oh, yeah, you were. How was that?
It was good. You know, coronavirus everywhere. I couldn't find anybody with Lyme disease.
That's crazy. But let me ask you, bro. So,
Lyme
like, you're
disease.
busy all week, right? Not even no time to eat lunch, right?
Yeah.
Right? Cutting hair all day long, right?
I mean, you guys
It's
are...
2020, man. It's time to raise the price, don't you think?
Okay, so what are you trying to talk about, prices?
Don't you think? Don't you think? If you don't have time to eat lunch?
Bro, but I mean, I've always been like that.
Yeah, it's different.
It is different.
We've been busy since 6 years ago.
And even when we did move to the new location, we did raise prices. Bro, we went from the small shop, cut and shaves for $35, and we went straight to cut and shaves for $45. That was a $10 increase.
$10 increase.
$10 increase.
Cut and shave was, cut and shave in Riverhead was 25.
Well, I'm talking about the little shop here.
Oh, little shop.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
shops in
yeah,
general.
yeah. Oh, yeah,
But
yeah,
do
yeah.
you think if somebody's busy like that, it's time to raise the price?
Yes and no. It depends. The person depends. The time of
Like, say a barber, he's constantly busy, no time to eat lunch, no time to do nothing throughout the day, client after client after client.
how busy is he.
So do you
throughout the
raise your
week?
price, or do you sit? You're nervous? You're gonna lose customers?
Is he
maybe?
busy like that throughout the week?
Yeah, all week long. Is it time to raise your price?
Yes and no. How long has that barber been that busy in that location?
I don't know, say a couple of years, 2 years.
All right. Well, let's say if he was been there for 2 years, yes, it's time for him to raise his price. 2 years, yeah, in the same location, in the same spot, yes, I agree with that. You trying to raise your price, Mikey?
No, I'm just saying.
He's like, no.
I'm just saying.
What's your thoughts, George? But no, but you know, George is right. When we were in Riverhead, cuts and shaves are $25, man.
People are scared to charge, you know?
I can't believe
if
we
your
were
service is
charging that.
upscale, you know?
That's crazy. We were charging
Service
that.
on point.
25 bucks
Haircuts get
for-
better.
Basically what we were doing now.
Basically. I mean, a few.
We
Less
have a lot of...
steps.
Oh, yeah. We have more steps and there's a better product, but...
Yeah.
I was thinking about that today, honestly, while we were sitting there cutting hair. I was like, I used to do this for $25.
That's crazy.
I would never be able to picture living off that now.
That's
But you got to
crazy.
think, like, also, too, that was like that was 5-6 years ago. Like, you know what I mean? Prices of shit was different.
That's true, too. I
And the
guess.
location of where we were at
Inflation.
was totally different.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
if
but
you-
barbers keep the same price of haircuts since like '95, bro. You know, give them
Yeah, that's true. There are a lot of
$20,
different.
you know?
I think it depends on the barbershop and the owner. You know, I think that's something for like a owner's discretion for the area.
So the question is, though, are barbers scared to charge?
Yeah, definitely. I think a majority of the barbers out on like anywhere are scared to charge that price
yes.
because
This is a great
But
scenario.
why? If your service is top notch,
Because you mean your service may not be top notch. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people out there that think their skills are way better than they are, and they're not.
So let me ask you a question. So George, remember the day that I told you, yo, George, we're gonna move to a different location, and you said no.
Yeah, it was a bad time.
And then I said, yo, George, we're moving to a new location, and we're increasing prices. And you said,
yeah, that's definitely a bad move.
no. Yeah. Literally his words.
So you are down with that.
But it was to the point, that was a different situation because it got to the point where we were making so many different changes at the time that I just said, you know what, fuck it, Juan. You take the fucking wheel on this, bro. I don't give a shit anymore. I trust your judgment, but that was my situation, But then he had to go and turn around and be like, and play out all the variables. All right, now George brings up this point. George brings up that point. I'm thinking about this point. Lupita's bringing up this point. Like, you know what I mean?
Future Mikey might bring up this point. No, Future Mikey will just come in and just
ask for a sandwich. So I'll cut you after the sandwich.
No, but I mean, he's right, bro. Because when I said to George, yo, we're moving and we're raising prices, George said no. He's like, I want to stay right here where we are. We're good. But then I don't like change. Not everybody likes.
But did it work out for the better though?
Oh, absolutely. That's why I said it, and I trusted the process. See? But people, I hesitated at first, and this is coming in as a business standpoint because I've ran a business before meeting up with Jay, in the shop, so I knew the overall things of what I didn't like to do and what I did like to do. I knew that I didn't like running a shop. I didn't like having to worry about all the overhead. There was too many variables between the barbers. There was too many variables on whether or not I could find good barbers that worked the same as I did. Yeah. You know what I mean? There's too much involved with that. So I knew right off the rip that no, my future does not lie owning a shop. My future lies with somebody as a right hand. I place good in this industry as a right hand. I don't like to be the main center. I don't like, you know what I mean? Because I feel like it'll take me nowhere. You know what I mean? I don't want to be in that position. Maybe not that it'll take me nowhere, because I definitely contexted that wrong. It's not that it's going to take me nowhere. It's that I don't want to be where it's going to take me.
Doesn't want all that responsibility, all that overhead. Because look, bro, literally, George finished out his week. He was good. He got his money. Mm-hmm. That's it. He ain't worrying about nothing. Me, I'm worrying about making sure that George will still get his money next week. Worrying about everything else that runs and tells in the business, in the shop. I got to come in and make sure everything's clean. Make sure that we got product in, towels. Bro, there's just a lot more, right? So there's a lot more on my plate, more responsibility. But the point what I wanted to say was, George's scenario is very similar. No, George's scenario is the same with so many barbers out there. The only difference is that George might think differently. What I'm trying to say is a lot of the barbers out would say similar things that George said. No, I don't want to move. No, I don't want to increase prices, right? Because he's thinking we're going to lose customers. And then if we lose customers, I'm not going to make money. But I think that's why every business needs a good leader, right?
Of course, yeah.
Every business needs a good leader,
yeah,
right? Not a boss, right? A leader. Because if I said to George, and I'm thinking in the back of my head, you know what? If we stay where we are, we're not really going to grow as much. So what do I need to do? I need to keep on thinking of different strategies. I need to keep on thinking, what's the next step? What's the next goal? How we're going to keep growing, right? Because it's not just me, but I have George also that's with me. And now that George is literally saying to me, you know what? Guide me to the land of greatness.
Yeah.
So I said, all right.
Jesus, take the wheel.
And then, but as personally, as a business owner too, bro, it's scary. It was very scary. I was cutting hair over there and then coming here at night, working in here, and then coming in on Sundays and Mondays and doing this and doing that.
I remember that. I pop in every once in a while. Hey, bro.
Yeah,
how's it going?
He would look at me, sweat and cry as I was installing the floor. Building stations. And then he'd be like, all right, well, I'm going to help you stay in this one station because this is my station.
Yeah. Came out the best, by the way.
But yeah, so I think that, you also need to when you go in and you work somewhere, you need to make sure that not only it's a good environment, but the person that's leading the team or leading the establishment, he's got a good head on his shoulders.
Yeah, of course.
Because otherwise, it'd be just like everyone else, and then no growth, and everyone would be scared, So and again,
But
that's
to raise the prices, everything needs to be clean.
everything needs to be clean. But at the same time, again, we are still in the process. I look at it this way, even though some people might say and have said, "Damn, man, you guys just moved into Ronkonkoma, and not even 3 years, 4 years, you guys are already established." In the back of my head,
Yeah,
I
we're
said,
busy here.
and I said, "No, we're not established. We're not busy."
We're
Because
busy here.
because the moment you start thinking like that, that's the moment you start being all right. Well, I feel maybe all right, I'm comfortable. I know this week I'll have customers. This week I'll have appointments, and then you start getting comfortable and lazy, and then you start slacking, and that's not me.
Yeah.
That's not me. That's not me. Every day, every week, every month, I'm like, yo, we need to bring people in. What am I gonna do? We're doing the social media stuff. Okay, that's the new marketing. Because if it wasn't for the social media stuff that George is pushing, I'd be out there doing other stuff.
Bro, Google, bro. The shit I do on Google, like, bro, you see how our customers are. 95% of them fucking from Google. And that's just me fucking posting pictures. That's me fucking commenting on every fucking review that goes down. Like, bro, I'm on top of that shit. Like, and I fall off every once in a while, but I always make sure that's on point because that shit's fucking crucial.
Yeah, the Google.
That shit's crucial. The Instagram, bro, all that shit can be, all right, fiddle with that. You know what I mean? But Google,
Google's serious.
Google is what fucking brings the money in, bro.
That's true.
That's
All
why-
our new customers say Google.
Yeah,
A lot of people say
And
Google.
like I said, like when I first opened up the shop,
By the way, leave us a review if you don't mind. If you like the 5-star service, it would really, really, really help us out.
And when I started, bro, like I did the website, I did Google, I did everything, but when George was into it, I was like, all right, I figured let me give you something so you can also help me out with, right? So he took charge of it, and like I told you the other day, I still kind of look at it once in a while, make sure what people are saying, what people are commenting, and I see what George's response is to the people.
Yeah.
So, and I like the
And
way
it's good because it's checks and balances because sometimes I do write typos or sometimes I context things inappropriately or whatever,
And then, and I'm watching and I see what's going on, and I like the way it's going. So, if everything's going good, then George keeps on doing his thing.
It's crazy.
Are you getting
Should have
tatted
a
up this
steak
week,
in my
though?
mouth right now.
I know you were complaining about this whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got done cutting, bro. It was like 8 o'clock at night. We closed at 6.
But not for that, man. Knock on wood, thank God, bro. It's busy.
Yeah.
It's busy. It's busy.
And thank you everyone who's come out, and sorry for anyone
And
who
supported us
couldn't get
and-
in. Seriously, like, we really
Yeah.
appreciate that shit a lot. You're putting food on our tables.
Yeah. Food on our tables, clothes on our backs.
Yep.
And we heavily appreciate every single one of them. Bro, it's just like the back of the card. You walk in as a stranger and you leave like family.
And it's true, man, because 99% of my customers, I give a hug before they leave, bro. I'm that close with all of them.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to all our customers. Because if I were to sit here and shout out each and every one, bro,
You'd be here forever.
yeah. But yes, bottom line, man, I think it really is who you're with. So let me ask you a question. Like, you was at that other spot for 2-3 years, bro. You were basically running that man's business.
Yeah, how did that make
Yeah.
you
I was pissed, bro. He did nothing.
Well, you mean he did nothing? He did nothing with him?
No, he just like after like a week working there, he just gives like anybody the key, and it's like, oh, run my shop. He doesn't stay, he doesn't cut hair, he doesn't want to sit there. Granted that, okay, like you have the opportunity to get every cut or whatever, but it's doing everything else, but he doesn't want to compensate you. You know what I'm saying? He still wants to, doesn't want to give you that extra.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. I get what you're saying.
So do you think, like,
Frustrating.
you think there's a lot of, like, barbers out there? Back to your first topic, like, you think there's a lot of barbers out there with bosses like that?
Bro.
That are probably like, oh, you know what? Maybe that's why I shouldn't charge that much because not even my shop owner is willing to charge that much.
Bro, there's thousands of barbers like that. I'm telling you from firsthand, from me traveling, that I've met so many barbers just like that. They're like, all right, they feel like they built up a little bit, and that's all they got. Because the shop people around them, the owner isn't pushing anything else to keep growing, and that
Yep.
barber just was able to build up whatever he's got by himself, a little bit, and
Stay stagnant with the
that's
rest.
it. And that's it. And I've heard many similar stories like yours. People said to me, "Yo, yeah, Jay, I used to run this man's shop. I was there 7 days a week, open and close, this and that, and I got nothing out of it."
Yeah.
He's like nothing. He's like, "Yo, I would throw ideas to the shop owner, and the shop owner would be like, yeah,
You didn't even
sounds
want
good."
to participate. Nothing.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
That's
that's
crazy.
nuts.
I could not own this shop and not want to cut hair and not cut hair. Because I don't know, I'm different, bro. I'm just a different type of breed, bro. I love cutting hair. Like, I love cutting hair. Like, you guys have no idea.
Cut hair in your sleep.
I wish I could. You know what I'm saying? I would. It's sick, but I love it.
I love it to an extent.
No, I love it. I love it more than that extent. I love cutting hair more than I love myself. No, I'm playing. But I love cutting hair so much. Every haircut, everything that comes about it. That's shaping up, the beard, the fading, the long hair sectioning, the scissors, cutting, styling, blow drying. Everything about it I love. And I know George hates this, but every single customer that's in my chair, I give them 150%. It doesn't matter if it's my first customer or my last customer. I do the same amount from the first to the last and everyone in between.
Everybody gets the same time, same service.
Because I love it so much. I'll never slack on anyone.
Never slack on no one.
Nobody. So 2-3 years, if you would have been in that other shop, Mikey, 2-3 years, and most 100%, I'm sure that if he would have done right by you, you still would have been there.
Oh, absolutely.
You still would have been there.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it's like him that there's so many shops out there that they have barbers just kind of like with that nasty taste in their mouth. That they're like, "Yo, I'm you know what, whatever, I'm fine here. I don't want to give another shop an opportunity. This is as much as I've been able to do, and whatever. That's it." When there's better out there,
Yeah.
there's better out there. I mean, comparing that shop to this shop, from what you were at to this, bro, it's like night and day. Just
Yeah, absolutely.
from just listening to you and hearing the things that you said, bro. Like, you were telling me that you had to get that. What was it? The cut app? That app? What's it called?
Yeah, the cut. Yeah.
Like, when you told me that you had to get that, and you're trying to push that, and you put on the cards, and you had your cards,
Yeah.
I was like, what?
And then he wouldn't even let you use it.
That's insane.
Yeah.
To me, it's like,
He's like, you're not promoting my business, you're promoting yourself. But you're on chair rental,
Yeah, whether you're in chair rental or you're on commission or salary or hourly or whatever it is, if you're inside this establishment, you're representing two brands. You're representing yourself and the place.
Yeah.
So it should be a 50-50 deal when it comes to promoting yourselves. Like, on your business cards, bro, I put your name on the business cards, but at the same time, I put the shop stuff in the back.
Of course.
Right? So I look at that as a tool for you guys to keep growing. You know what I'm saying? For you, now you have your card, you give that out. People know who you are by your name, where you work at, because all the information is
Right.
there.
When they call to make an appointment, they don't call up like, yeah, hi, I got the card from there, and the kid in the back on the right cut my hair.
Exactly. And so
Like,
now,
what happens if there's 6 barbers? The kid in the back on the right, he's talking about the middle, the back, you gotta guess.
yeah. So now, the card.
Even though you told them the name, they're not gonna remember.
They're not gonna remember. But if they have a card and they liked you, and there's a name on the card, they're gonna call. Be like, oh yeah, hey, can I book an appointment with Mikey? Cool. So even that I look at as a tool. I look at Squire. That's why I provide Squire for you guys. That's why I provide Squire for you guys as like another tool. Like, as many tools as I can possibly give you to keep growing, bro. I'm gonna keep growing, and I want all of us to keep growing. And I think that's the downfall with a lot of shops out there, because a lot of the barbers that own their own shops, like the old place that you used to work at, they all have that same mindset. I'm the boss. You work for me, no matter if you're on booth, commission, hourly, whatever it is. You work for me, and things got to be done the way I want it, and then you do what I want.
Nope. I don't want that job.
No, but and even here, bro, been here with us for a little bit now. There's a few things that I like for it to be done a certain way, but a majority of the time, as I've watched you guys and as I observed, I like the way what you guys do because you guys are artists in a way also, and you guys like need to express yourselves the way you guys do when you guys cut hair and do what you do. So, and I watch you guys, and if there was a point in time that's something that I don't agree with, I wouldn't ever come over to you guys and say this ain't the right way. I've come over to you guys and say, "Yo, what if you do it this way? This is my thoughts, right?" And we talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong. I'm human. I'm not perfect, and we come to an agreement. But you guys are professional. I see what you guys do, and everything works.
Yeah.
Just don't wear sweatpants.
Don't wear the sweats.
Don't wear the sweats. Yo, I think that wraps it up.
Yeah. All right.
I think this was a good one, man.
It was good. We jumped
Let us
around.
know. Let us know in the comments, or if you come into the shop. Let us know what you guys think.
Definitely, if you guys come to the shop and you guys have been listening to our podcast, let us know. Give us more topics. Let us know what you guys want us to talk about. We'll do it.
That would be that would be a serious help. Yeah,
Drop
topics.
a like, drop a comment, thumbs up. You know what it is.
The Men's Grooming Studio.
Yeah. Just dudes in a barbershop.
That's right. The
Brought
Barber.
to you by the Men's Grooming Studio, sponsored by Serve New York. Shoes, you gotta wear 'em.